Welcome everyone to episode 81 of the Gihyam podcast. I wanted to start by saying that no matter what you're going through in your life at this moment, and as we've learned before, you're either in one of two stages in life. In the building of the vessel stage, which is often a period of darkness, a period of confusion, a period of not knowing what tomorrow will bring. It's a period where you might feel disconnected from people that you love. It's a period of maybe loss that you've recently gone through. Loss of love, loss of friendship, loss of health, loss of something that was dear to you. And now you don't know how you're going to feel good again. This period of building the vessel that you might be in, you must know that this is always what precedes the revelation of light, because the light has to be revealed into a vessel. And so in the difficult times that we go through, either individually or collectively, it's always a period of preparation. And it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like we don't know when the pain will ever go away. But you must know that you are just in one of these two phases. And part of the spiritual work that we are doing, and part of this deep ancient wisdom of Kabbalah that we're learning, is how to shorten the period of the building of the vessel. How do we not only shorten the period, but how do we enjoy the period? How do we rise above the pain and actually see the vision of the future, of the perfected self, of the miracles that are being written for you at this very moment? And there are miracles being written for you right now, especially if you are in a time of darkness or confusion. And there may be parts of your life which are amazing, parts of your life where there's so much synchronicity and so much flow. And there might be just one or two areas of your life where you're uncertain and there's confusion and it's unknown. Please know that your soul is shining most in the areas of confusion, not in the area of flow. Area of flow, there is no new light being revealed. In the place of flow in your life, you are connecting to the light that you've revealed in the past. But in the area of confusion and darkness, you are revealing something very new, something very beautiful, and it is contingent upon the desire that you've had so far and the prayers that you've been making. You're waking up in the morning saying, here are my goals, here are my dreams, here are my New Year resolutions. These are the things I want to change about myself. This is the fulfillment I want to call in. This is the type of partnership I want to call in. This is the type of vibration that I want to be part of. I want to have more certainty in my life. I want to have less anxiety. I want to finally heal this part of my body or heal this part of my mind. And so all the things that you're asking for and praying for, consciously or unconsciously, the Creator actually gives you the fulfillment of that request. Every time we pray, that prayer is always answered. The energy comes, but the energy is not revealed. I'll say that again. When you pray for something, so let's say you pray to meet your soulmate, the Creator immediately sends you the energy of your soulmate. Literally sends you the person. But that energy becomes what's called your surrounding light. It doesn't come inside yet. It's not manifested. You don't actually meet the person right away. But you do receive the energy that will then manifest the person. So why don't I get to meet the person yet? The Creator is giving you the answer to your prayers. What's left now is for you to rise to the level of that energy. So imagine the Creator is giving you this energy, but it's on this higher level right here. And you're on the first floor and your soulmate is waiting for you on the third floor. The Creator has sent your soulmate who's waiting for you on the third floor. You now have to rise these two floors, these two levels, these two destinies to meet them. But in times of darkness, we get stuck on the first floor. We become victims, we blame other people. We think that there are no rules. We think life's not fair. We get caught up in drama. We start speaking a lot of evil speech. We start to complain a lot. We start to doubt ourselves. We start to have limited beliefs about what's possible, about what we can receive, if even a soulmate exists. This is all part of your spiritual work. It's why your soul came to this world, to experience that darkness and then say, I choose to see the light. It's really that simple. Everyone's always wondering, what's my purpose in life? What did I come here for? And yes, part of your purpose is what you reveal as value to the world, knowledge, wisdom, products, gifts, talents. That is true. But your main purpose, the core of why you came to this world, is to transform darkness to light. And you have to experience darkness to do that. You have to be in a painful situation and say, I have certainty. This is good. I love the pain. Whenever you get comfortable with pain, pain goes away. The whole purpose of pain is for you to lean into the pain and to not be scared of it. If you're always numbing the pain or running away from the pain, looking for ways to avoid the pain, you're always going to stay on the first floor. You're always going to stay at your original destiny. And so what happens, well, what about all the things you prayed for? The Creator already gave it to you, but it's in suspended animation. It's staying in a potential state. But with that energy, it builds, and it puts pressure on you to elevate. And that's why we start to go through a deeper breakage, go through a greater breakage. Because if you're not willing to have certainty, and you're not willing to change, and you're not willing to say, you know what? It sucks that everyone said this about me. It's horrible that I've lost this person or this relationship has ended. I thought it was going to be the one, and now it's not. And what a waste of time. And you know what? I've done all the right things for people, and I got this health challenge, and maybe you're consumed with your mother being sick or your father being sick, and it's on your mind, or you're worried about your children, or whatever it is. You say, no, I'm rising above that. I'm rising above that because that is why my soul came to this world, to correct it. And the moment you correct it, you reveal the light. That light that's in a potential state becomes revealed. You start to feel amazing. Your health starts to get better, and miracles start to appear in your life. Actual miracles in the physical world. Remember, Kabbalah is not about, oh, let's be spiritual, and I'm just gonna do spiritual things, and in my mind, it's all like your point of reference. No. You're gonna reveal the light, and then physically in this world, you will have abundance, and you will have wealth, and you will have respect. Because we all want to be respected, right? You will have admiration. You will have what your soul has been destined to have. Whatever is meant for you, it will come. Recently I met a person who doesn't study any kind of spirituality. And he's in his 70s. And I sat with him for lunch. And he's a very, very, very successful person. I had never heard of him. A mutual friend set us up. And I asked him about his life story. He has many different companies, many different businesses. And what I noticed right away was his relaxed and calm state. He spoke very eloquently. He never raised his voice. He was very kind. He got up and he gave me, he's Middle Eastern, so he gave me a kiss on both cheeks, gave me a hug. He's almost like he was in service of me. This person has tens of thousands of employees. And he's telling me how he's running his businesses. And he says that he just always ends up attracting these amazing souls. And he believes in these souls. And these souls become great partners to him, and they run their businesses. He has so much free time, and everything is always so organized energetically. And I started asking questions because I love to learn how people are utilizing spiritual laws as we are learning without even realizing it. This man is checking so many boxes in the spiritual law category that we are learning and trying to live every day. He is naturally living them. And so I asked many questions. I said, how do you find people? How did this business come about? How do you handle legal situations? How do you handle partnerships? And everything he said literally was as if he's been studying Kabbalah his whole life. It was just in his DNA. And I noticed something. It all seemed very effortless. It's almost like he tapped into an energy, and this energy was running the show. This energy was running all his companies. This energy was managing 10,000 employees. This energy was protecting him from meeting scammers. And this energy was always guiding him to meet the right people. I even asked myself, how did I come to meet this person? Somehow someone said something. And I know, even something about myself, I've committed to not going out as much, staying home, head down, working, trying to be of service to my audience and focusing on better products and focusing on family. And this was my commitment. And next thing I know, I'm spending 3 hours having lunch with this person. I said, how did I even come to be with this person? As much as I love to spend time with people, I haven't been able to. But for whatever reason, it was manifested that I am there with him and he is there with me. Whatever this man is doing, it's like the planets that rotate around the sun in service of the sun. It's like people were just rotating around him. He wasn't using anger or control. And I asked a mutual friend, I said, what is one of the secrets to his success? And you know what she told me? She said he has radical presence. He wasn't on his phone. He was talking to me the whole time and he was moving the conversation along. He was very attentive to details. And she said, when there's a challenge, he'll sit there, he'll look you in the eyes, and he will work through the problem in the calmest voice that honestly regulated my nervous system just to hear it. And I said, does he get angry? He said, even when he gets angry, he has the same voice, the same cadence, just the way I'm talking to you now. And he's looking you in the eyes. And when he does get reactive and angry, he just thinks a little bit more. He's basically getting his mind to get to a non-reactive state, and then he's addressing you again. He will not leave the conversation until the problem is solved and the emotions are handled. I found that to be very inspiring. I started to dig in more into his life, and I realized that he has avoided so much chaos in his life and so many things have come. Of course, he's had challenges, but the Creator was carrying the load. And many times in our lives, we are the ones that are carrying the load. We are the ones that are trying to control everything and everyone. We are the ones that are trying to micromanage every detail, and then we worry about so many things that actually mean nothing in terms of worrying about. We worry about things as if worrying about them solves them. He said that he's taught his children, he has 2 children, that there's no point in worrying. He said, if I were to worry about my children, and this is interesting because this is a reel I made, one of my most viral reels. He said, if I worry about my children lose their protection. So I realize I have nothing to worry about. Even when they're going through tough times, even when the children are going down a path he doesn't agree with, even when the children are behaving in a way that's not aligned with what he believes, he says, I don't worry about that. And somehow it always works out. That is a secret. He says instead of worrying about them, he has certainty. He has certainty in the moment and certainty in his children. And by doing so, the Creator then comes and takes the load. Meaning the Creator then goes and helps your children. The Creator then goes and protects your children. The Creator then goes into the minds of your children and comes in their dreams and opens their hearts and guides them back on the proper path. If you have someone that you love in your life that's going off a path that you don't think is right, or they're doing something you don't agree with, it could be an employee, a child, a friend, a lover, a partner. Do you want to be the one that convinces them or tries to change them? Or would you rather have the Creator go and talk to them for you? Who do you also think is more convincing? And have you ever truly been able to change anyone to do what you thought they should do? And even if you were able to convince them and you were able to get them to see your point and see your side and see the way you should do things, did it last? Was there blessings in the end? Maybe everybody listened to you because you have an iron fist and you're controlling everybody to be a certain way. But a couple years down the line, did the whole company fall apart anyways? So what was the point if everybody listened to you? I know companies that had so much success and then in one moment, it all fell apart. Cash flow issues, recall, legal issue. Who knows? One moment, it could all fall apart. So the negative side made you think that being reactive and controlling and angry is what's getting you to be successful. And in the end, he just fattened you up to slaughter you. And everything went away. Imagine we could build our lives every day, not by trying to control the day or create the day, but to live your life in a certain way of certainty beyond logic, in true calmness, to be in your spirit, in your soul, in your body, to be inside, not to get reactive, not to be reactive all day long. not to be controlling all day long, but to really be in the centered energy. And by doing so, you match the vibration of the Creator. And by doing that, the Creator says, let me handle all of this. The Creator sends in his army of trillions of angels to go and do your bidding. Would you rather go out there and try to fix every problem, or would you rather have trillions of angels out there doing it for you? I'm telling you, I was so impressed by him. I know why the Creator had me meet him, because for me, the wisdom becomes even more real. Becomes even more real when I see it embodied in someone else. I asked him, how did he grow up? He didn't have any religion or spirituality. He was born Muslim. He was Persian. And his family had escaped from Iran and lost everything. They lost everything. They leave everything behind. They had to start over in America, and then it all worked out, step by step. Because his energy attracted that energy. I was talking to somebody else, and they say, I have such a hard time delegating. I have a hard time trusting people. I have a hard time hiring employees that I think are as good as me. And I said, well, look at this guy. He keeps attracting people that he can have run entire companies with thousands of employees, and he's sleeping well at night knowing that it's all being taken care of. What is it about his consciousness that is attracting these souls? You need to find these souls. The best entrepreneurs in the world are not talented or know finance well or know product development well or know marketing well. They know people well. I have seen that the wealthiest people in the world, most successful people in the world, the people who are able to scale and have work-life balance and be able to take care of themselves, simply because they know people well. I'm thinking of one founder, I don't know if I should say his name or this company, but he gave a speech in front of 150 of us. He sold his company to Amazon for a few $1 billion. And I asked him, I said, what's your zone of genius? What are you good at? He's like, I don't know anything about my company. I don't know any of this technology and the products. I don't know what that is. I just know people. I know how to attract the right people. How do you attract the right people? How do you attract the right employee? How do you attract the right romantic partner? And by the way, how do you attract the right souls that come to you that belong to your soul root through children? Sometimes you'll have the child that is so different than all the other children. They're coming from a different soul root. It has to do, the sages say, with your thoughts and your consciousness during intercourse. It has to do with the way you prepare to draw that soul down during intercourse. You know, we do so many things in life to prepare. Very few times do people prepare before intercourse to have the right consciousness to draw down the right soul. Well, that's a different podcast. Before we leave our home every day, we must leave feeling whole inside. We must feel certain inside that even though there's a lot of things in flux and a lot of things aren't working out, it's okay. Because in the upper world, it's already perfect. In the lower world, it looks like there's ebb and flow and mistakes, but it's all an illusion. Which world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in the tree of life in the world of perfection, or do you want to live in the world of lack and fear and chaos? Oh, but David, I can't be delusional. Why can't you be delusional? And I'm not saying ignore the problem. I'm saying see the perfection, because by seeing the perfection, the Creator will give you the solution to fix the problem. But there's no problem to fix, right? Yeah. And you can still work on a problem and know there's no problem at the same time. So in life, practically approach every problem with certainty instead of doubt. Approach every confrontation with certainty and love instead of fear and judgment. Always come from the place of mercy, of certainty, and of wholeness. And this was the life that this man lived, and as a result, everything just came to him. And when you're in a state of judgment, when you're in a state of lack, when you're in a state of fear, you are only going to attract people who are like you. People who complain, people who are victims, people who take advantage of you, people who abuse you. People come into our lives because they are matching our energy. Even as I'm saying it right now, I'm thinking of people in my life and I'm wondering why they're in my life. And I'm like, wait a minute, they must be matching some part of me that I'm not even cognizant of. So I'm going to, right after this podcast, have to look inside myself and be like, where is it hiding? Where is this part of me hiding that I don't even know about? I need to recognize it, transform it, and watch this other person change disappear? I don't know. The Creator will now take care of it. Ah, what a pleasure it is to not have to do everything yourself. You do not have to save the world. You do not have to fix the world. You do not have to save 8 billion souls. You don't have to do that. The sages say that the Creator will do all that. You just draw the Creator down to this world by acting like the Creator. And I always want to make it practical. Never leave your home with lack, fear, or doubt. If you're about to start your day, tell yourself, I have complete certainty in the light of the Creator, and everything I do, I will do with certainty. Let's do a meditation now. I want you to sit comfortably and allow your soul to elevate out of your body consciousness, which is the consciousness of limitation. You are feeling different types of fear and doubt and worry, and these thoughts will come through your minds now and throughout the day. But allow these thoughts to come through you, because you do not live in this physical world. You live in a higher realm. And I want you to visualize your soul leaving your body to this higher realm of pure light. It is the realm of the tree of life. What do we know about trees? Why is it called the tree of life? The tree grows against gravity, towards the sun, towards the light. The internal intelligence of the plant kingdom is to go against the selfish desires of the body. The selfish desires which are considered to be like gravity. To go towards the sun, the source of life, the source of light. And as a result, when we go against our nature, we rise above our doubts, we rise above our selfishness, we have the similar vibration of the tree of life. And I want you to visualize this tree of life, this light encapsulating all of your body, removing all of the fears and the negativity, because they are illusions anyways, and spreading across this world and working for you. The light is working for you. I want you to visualize being in your home, getting ready for your day. And as you're about to walk out of your home, I want you to feel and see this white light emanating from you, pouring out your door, pouring out into the street, pouring out into the world, because the light of the Creator is moving before you to protect you, to clear the path for you, and to make sure that you only experience miracles today. Why can't you only see miracles today? Why do you need to go through pain? Who said you have to go through pain? What if you could always stay in the highest state of consciousness even as you go through difficult situations? Even as you go to work, even as you go to busy places, places that disturb you, people that dysregulate you. Even if you talk to people who drain you, why can't you stay at the highest levels of consciousness and energy? I want you today to be present and conscious. I want you to feel your battery charged all day. And even as people try to drain it, I want you to step out of your body, connect with your soul, see this white light, and remember that no one can take from you. No one can drain you. No one can take your soulmate. No one can take your wealth. Even if you are alone, even if you feel lonely, that is your test. To know that you are not alone. Even if you feel like half of you is missing, that is your test. To know that nothing is missing. Even if you do not have the abundance, the resources, the wealth that you desire to live the life that you know you are meant to live, it is not true. I want you to live your life as if you already have it all. Cannot leave your home feeling any lack. You do not need anything from this world. In fact, you are going into the world only to give and to create. And this is the vibration of the Creator, and the Creator will guide you. See that this works. Don't take my word for it. It is time that we do things differently. It's time that we stop trying to control the shadow. Stop fighting shadows. Whatever you can see with your eyes is already the effect. Don't deal with the effect. Go to the source. The source is in your consciousness. The source is inside your soul. Uproot, like the weeds, your negativity, your fears. The way you do that is to feel your pain. I want you to fully feel your pain whenever you feel it. I want you to look at your doubts dead in their eyes with radical presence. And tell your doubts, tell your fears, tell your darkness, you're not going anywhere, and that you have complete certainty beyond all logic that this is good, and you are good. The darkness that we are seeing in this world can be removed in the blink of an eye. And it has to do with our consciousness. We can enter a reality where there is no more darkness. Let's do this together. Now slowly make your way back into your body. Visualize your soul beaming with white light, coming back into your body and filling all your limbs and organs with this light. You are ready to go out into the world, whole and complete. Miracles will happen for you in an instant. Don't be afraid of anything. Please don't be afraid of anything. Don't be worried about anything. Just live in the moment and have certainty.